Welcome back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked here on your home channel. This is Good Morning Namibia. Now, Namibia has been experiencing a significant shift in weather patterns, with several regions witnessing persistent heavy rainfall in recent weeks. Whilst the country is no stranger to arid conditions and droughts, the ongoing rains have brought both relief and challenges. Regions such as Oshana, Ohangwena and Omusati are known to be highly prone to floods, with thunderstorms expected to continue. We now engage the Chief Forecaster Operations at the Namibia Meteorological Service, none other than Mr. Odillo Kgobetsi. Good morning, sir, and welcome to Good Morning Namibia.
Good morning, Master Kitchen. Good morning to the nation.
How are you and how is the weather on this gift of a Friday, sir?
Thank you very much. The weather is hectic, but this is a welcoming sign for the season.
Speaking of both welcoming and hectic indications, we do know that Ohangwena, Oshana and Omusati particularly are highly prone to floods. Are there any other regions in Namibia experiencing unusually high levels of rainfall this time around, Mr. Kgobetsi?
Oh yes, what happens is that with this system, we are already now in a La Nina event, and which is good for rains to set in over the southern region. And in particular, over Namibia, we have the intertropical convergence zone, which is the band of moisture that's coming through from DRC into Angola and then into Namibia. And it favors this time again Namibia for moisture to come through, and we've seen that it's causing a lot of rains over the parts of the north, central areas, as well as over the eastern part. For now, it's still early for flooding, which is hydrological flooding, but flash floods are most likely then over the said regions due to the intensity of the rains. If we receive more than 50 millimeters within 2 days, then it can normally cause a lot of flash floods over certain regions. So the areas in the north, central part, as well as over the east, they can have some flash floods over Namibia.
I think at this juncture, it's important to differentiate for us lay people what the difference is between a flood and a flash flood.
The flash flood is basically that runoff that is caused by more than 50 millimeters within a very short period of time. So say, for example, about 2 to 6 hours time, there is a downburst, and that is normally causing flash floods. If you're in high terrain areas, like in mountainous areas, then it can cause rivers to flow. If you're in flat areas, then it can cause the water to stay over an area, and that is the flash floods. The flooding normally over Namibia is that drain of air, of moisture that's coming in from Angola, rivers flows coming in from Angola, and then that causes a normal increase in flow of water, and then it then sustained for a longer period of time, and that is the flooding we are talking about.
Many of us don't understand the greater significance of thunderstorms, and we have been experiencing, especially in the Namibian capital the last couple of days, very serious thunder. Are those accompanied by flash floods as well, Odillo?
That's correct, Mr. Kisting, because of the high volume of energy that is in the air, a lot of moisture heating in the air, that normally triggers a lot of thunderstorms to take place. At times, it can also cause hailstorms, and then if the moisture content is very high, then the likelihood of the convectional energy is also high, and that normally results in thunderstorms and giving a lot of rains in a very short period of time.
What is the situation like in the Khomas region, and can we in part attribute these patterns to climate change, Mr. Kgobetsi?
In the Khomas region, the likely part is that we're in a high terrain area, and as I said, it's the mountainous area, so it normally causes runoff. And that runoff is we have a lot of rivers then that moves in, which is good for the dams, and that gives a lot of inflow to the dams. So for the flat areas within the Khomas region, if there is some part in the Khomas region, then it can cause temporal flash floods over that area. But some structures can also be damaged. As you can remember that what happened earlier this year, in January, February, March, there were a lot of damages to the bridges, and so because of the high volume of water over a certain period of an area. So this is likely. That is not only over the Khomas region. It can also be seen over most of other regions in the north as well as over the eastern part. And in the south, due to also some terrain areas, there is also that likelihood of water flow or runoff into the dams, which is catchment areas. And that is a trend that's normally taking place with this type of intensity of high falls during this period of the rainy season.
Mr. Kgobetsi, based on our enhanced weather forecasting capacity, as well as the capacity relating to early warning systems, what does the forecast look like for the rest of December and perhaps for January and February as well?
Yeah, what happens is that Namibia Meteorological Service is also in the process to acquire more station networks, the ground-based observations, so that we can at least track the movements or the intensity of storms that are taking place, as well as acquiring also radars, especially over the areas where these storms are coming through, especially over the northern areas and parts of the northwest. This is in plan, because this is very important to track the projection and the intensity of that type of storms. For now, we are continuing monitoring with the latest satellite images that are available every 10 minutes. We can at least also monitor the system as it comes through. What happens, as you said, we're in the rainy period, December, January, February. The intensity normally increases in January and February then, and that gives normally a likelihood of floods over the northern regions. This we are going to monitor, because the outlook for the system, for the region, for SADC region, is that we are going to receive normal to above rainfalls. So we will continue monitoring and advising or informing the nation in time.
Any final thoughts, Mr. Kgobetsi, before we let you go?
Possibly just a precautionary measure during this extreme weather. The nation should just avoid the flooded areas. Drive cautiously if you're on the roads. Make sure that you slow down your speed, headlights on, and also be informed or be weather-wise during these extreme weather events. And make sure that wherever you are traveling, possibly in the areas in the region, just to make sure that you have contacts of the emergency, the alert systems within that region.
Mr. Kgobetsi, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for bringing us up to speed with the weather
Very
as it
much
stands.
welcome, and have a peaceful weekend.
Thank you, you too.